Hello and welcome to a new video on my channel. I am JAnotherSimmer and I upload Sims related content every week. So if you're interested in that, please like, subscribe and comment down below. But let's jump right into the video because today we are giving the slipshod misquit. I don't know how to say this. Basically Johnny Zest's trailer a makeover. Now, I don't know a lot about Johnny Zest. I know that he doesn't have a relationship. I know that he's living alone in this little trailer. I know that he's living here for whatever reason. I think he is actually somehow involved or related to the land grabs. I don't know how he ended up in here, obviously, because the land grabs are pretty wealthy. I think it was the land grabs that he was related to, which makes sense. He's blonde. All the land grabs are blonde, so that would make the most sense. But I thought that his trailer looks kind of sad and it deserves a little makeover. So that's exactly what I'm doing right here. So I think I left the iconic blue wallpaper on the outside, the wood paneling. I think it is quite iconic for his trailer. I mean, I feel like I darkened it up a little bit with darker wallpaper, like a darker blue, but I gave it entirely new windows and I tried to do the layout inside differently, but it isn't as easy as it might seem to do the layout differently. But I also changed everything outside a lot. Well, not everything, but you know, a few things I changed outside. You will see that in a second. But let's catch up because I haven't talked to you in a while on voiceovers because life has been crazy, hectic and weird. And yeah, I'm excited to do this voiceover yet again because that's, I think, my first voiceover back. I tried doing a voiceover last week on last week's video, obviously, but let me tell you, it wasn't that great. So here I am today and doing a voiceover for the Johnny Zest build, which is also nice. I feel like he strikes me as a kind of like eco-friendly kind of guy. So I put a lot of solar paneling and stuff like that here, hoping that he would preserve energy. And then I just deleted all the terrain paint and give it new terrain paint because I hated the way that it looked. And I didn't know what to do with the backyard yet, so I just deleted it all in the hopes of getting it back one day or another. Also, I don't know if I do like the solar paneling right there, but I just left it there in the end. See, and I cannot delete walls. I don't know, it said something along the lines of the foundation or something like that, but I just didn't want to change it, so I left the rooms where they are. And it's not that bad, like the layout doesn't have to change. I think it's quite a nice layout. It's just weird how he furnished his room or his bedrooms and stuff like that, because A, everything is super dark in here, and B, he had a single bed. It looked like he took one single bed from home when he moved out, like his kid bed, and sleeps in it still. That's what it looks like. But I thought that he deserves a little renovation, so I struggled a little bit in the kitchen living room area with which kind of wallpaper I want to use. But in the end, I found one that was matching, and it took me a while. As you can see, I'm like, okay, think of Johnny Zest, you know? I ripped out the carpet. I forgot to film the actual part of me building the kitchen, but here you can see it. It's a nice kitchen. It's blue, it's way more friendly, it's a bit bigger than it was before, and that's okay because he has more room to cook in, and I just love it more. It's so nice looking, and the living room is still big enough for his TV and a couch and everything like that, and so I put it all back. Obviously not his old couch, new furniture and everything, but I love the way that it looks, and I actually do like it because it looks still kind of like homey and lived in the way that it would if he would actually be living here. And I put him in his beloved black guitar that he had and his microphone because I feel like it was way too important for him to delete. And yeah, and I put in an easel because it's not just another summer build without an easel, let me tell you that. And I struggled a little bit with rugs, but in the end I also found one. And I do love the flooring because it's quite nice and quite light, meaning that it just gives this tiny space a way better look. I feel like it looked so dark in here, and I just realized that this window was broken, but I fixed it. Yay. Okay, and then this bedroom, let me tell you guys, this bedroom, oh my god, it was so ugly. I don't know who furnished it. I don't know why they gave him a single bed. Like, why? What is the story behind it? I should probably dive into Johnny Zest a little bit more and find out what his history about anything is, and if he's actually related to the land grabs and what the history of that is. So I put a little table here with a mirror and some flowers. He doesn't strike me as the flower guy, but I just thought that he would want to spice up his home a little bit more with a lot of knickknacks and stuff like that, like a lot of the little books, an owl, a few plants to make it look more friendly. Maybe he hired somebody who redid his entire home for him. I don't know. But because let's just put this out there. Let's spin this story of because of Dream Home Decorator, he actually hired somebody that comes in and decorates and just renovates his entire space. And that's what we did right here. I also feel like he strikes me as a really musical person because he does have a guitar. Is he in a musical career? I don't know. But I gave him a little keyboard because I feel like he could use it. And then, yeah, let's move on to the bedroom because he deserves a double bed. I've said that a lot of times. And I pulled in the blue, obviously, from the outside, also in the inside. Like, everything is blue. The kitchen is blue, at least the cabinets and stuff like that. The walls are blue. Even in the bathroom, the walls are blue. So I was like, he seems to like the color blue a lot. I think he's wearing blue as well, like a blue blazer or something like that, a blue jacket, something like that. He is wearing that a lot. So I also put in just fresh, new, modern furniture, like this little armchair and the rugs and this cute bedside table with the lamp on. I love it. I just love his new bedroom. I think it's way more modern and way more nice looking. And then the bathroom, it's just a standard little bathroom. It's not a big bathroom. It has everything that you need. It has a toilet, it has a shower and a bathtub and a sink, and that's all you really need in a bathtub. In a bathtub? Yeah. In a bathroom. And a little rug. And then let's move on to this huge yard. I didn't know what to do, so I decided to put a pond here because I feel like he strikes me as this guy who would invite over a bunch of friends and then they would sit at this little pond and just chill and barbecue and talk the night away while drinking a few beers and having a lot of fun, listening to music, maybe talking about the good old times where they were teenagers and everything was a lot better. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, I think that is a nice idea, but I struggled a lot with it because I'm not the best at landscaping and actually, putting a lot of effort into the spaces outside. I never know how to do spaces outside and make them look good and make them lived in, but I tried my best to do it. And especially since this is a kind of like a desert, I put some palm trees in and I tried to switch around everything because I didn't like the way that it looked, but then I put it back and just accepted my fate of it looking probably a bit weird and a little bit like there's not a lot of furniture out here, but let's just roll with it because that's all we got and that's all we can have. Yeah, so I terrain painted a little bit and then I decided I hated it, so I painted over it with a lighter terrain paint and I liked it a little bit more. And then I was looking for some fences because obviously you want to fence that in the way that it looks, because it looks better if you fence that in. And so I also fenced off those little things right here and put a gate here because you have to get to it if it's broken, although you could walk around the house as well. But it looks just a bit better if there's a gate. And so I put a lot of palm trees everywhere because it's the desert and that's where palm palm trees grow. I guess, I don't know, I've never been in a desert. And I then tried decorate the pond, which is also not my strong suit. Like everything that has to do with the outside, not my strong suit, unless I get inspired, which is really rarely. But I really like the pond and how it turned out, and I do like the outside area a lot more because like before, I think there was like a bench before and some gnomes, and everything else wasn't really there. Like there was not a lot of things outside, and now he has everything. He can lay down here, watch fireflies on the pond or ducks or whatever there is, and he can also barbecue. He can invite people over. He can have a little party, and I think that that is very nice. And I also put like this kind of separator with the bushes between the pond and the area where you can sit. And I put in some planters because I think he had some planters, and those houses for the insects. I don't know what it's called. Insect houses? I don't know. So he can actually, because like I said, he strikes me as a really eco-friendly kind of guy. I don't know if I'm right in that or if I'm wrong in that, but I just put everything in so he can live a little bit more eco-friendly. That's it for today's video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.